The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has announced what it says is a formal exit of its Chief Executive Officer and a Commission Secretary Marjan Hussein after reaching an agreement to terminate his services by mutual consent, a decision that came following two crisis meetings held on Monday and Tuesday afternoon respectively, running late into the evening. Now, despite both the Commission Chair, Erastus Ethekon, as well as Marjan Hussein, both issuing separate statements indicating there was mutual separation, the duo refused to talk to NTV crew that was present. Highly placed multiple sources, however, indicate the move comes after Marjan's fallout with the Commission. NTV's senior reporter Duncan Khaemba has more.
On Monday, 5 IEBC commissioners who had just arrived in Naivasha for a week-long workshop were hurriedly recalled to Nairobi for a crisis meeting in the afternoon by the chairman to ratify termination of Commission Secretary and CEO Marjan Hussein Marjan's contract, a decision that stemmed from a fallout between him and the Commission Chairman, Erastus Edung Ethekon. At the center of the saga is the controversial extension of the contract for Smartmatic, the voting technology company which the Commission used in the 2022 general election, which the United Opposition wanted dropped immediately. It is said Marjan extended the contract when there were no commissioners in office, following the exit of the late Wafula Chebukati, Abdi Gulier and Boya Molu. Also, the removed CEO is accused of continuing to work in cahoots with some former commissioners who were instrumental in pushing for Smartmatic company to continue until 2027 elections. A key member of ODM party who was a vendor and supplied lamps in the 2022 general election is said to have been angling for 2027 ballot papers deal with the help of one of the commissioners. It is in light of these and more allegations involving procurement department that the commissioners reached a decision to kick the CEO out, only for one of them to leak the plot to Marjan. Once he got wind, it is said he reached out to the commission chair for a deal that he silently leaves but negotiated for a written letter indicating the departure is on mutual consent, which the chair agreed, being a gentleman's agreement, since there were no minutes to the same. But as soon as he received the letter in the course of last week, Marjan is said to have engaged his lawyers only to turn tables against the chairman by responding to the letter on Friday at 5 p.m. with a raft of demands, including being paid to the last day of his contract, being 9th of March 2027, including leave days earned but not taken. His counterattack saw the chairman convene a meeting with 5 commissioners on Monday afternoon, except the vice chair who is away. A meeting whose deliberations were to be minuted and used as a basis for termination of his contract. The same was continued on Tuesday from 3 p.m. to 5:23 p.m. when 3 commissioners, Francis Odwol, Hassan Nur and Anne Deritu, left, with Hassan Nur downplaying the crisis meeting which he termed as routine sessions. Shortly after 6 p.m., Commissioner Karen Sorobit left and was followed by CEO Marjan Hussein Marjan, who declined to comment on the matter when NTV asked him about the letters and the crisis meeting.
I'm not going to speak to media.
It is not clear whether he was part of the meeting that ratified termination of his contract. Chairman Ethekon, who was still in office with Commissioner Alutalala Mukhwana, declined to brief NTV on camera, opting to release this official statement on termination of Marjan's contract, while Marjan had also issued his communication to staff members. His 2 deputies, Ruth Kulundu and Obadia Keitani, are also set to exit the commission in March and May 2027 respectively. The storm facing Marjan Hussein Marjan comes barely days after the United Opposition called for his exit among their several demands to IEBC. Just like his predecessors, Marjan Hussein Marjan dramatically exits office as the Commission's Secretary and the Chief Executive Officer. Duncan Haemba, NTV, Nairobi.